Hello, this is video 2 in my series of teaching algebra, and this is the very basics of algebra. And I would like to talk today about exponents. Exponents are used quite often in algebra. So we have something like 3, and we have a little 2 up here. This is 3 to the second power. Okay, that means 3 times 3. Not 3 times 2, but 3 times 3. So this answer, 3 squared, is equal to 9. Now, this is called the base number, and these are, or this is the exponent. Okay, there are some rules about combining like terms, and so stay tuned as we talk about this. Now, in algebra, we talked about in the first video the fact that the letters can be used as numbers. And so the letters in algebra can also be combined if we are multiplying, okay? So we talked about terms and everything. So if I had y cubed plus 3y cubed, these are called like terms. This one has a y cubed and this one has a y cubed. Keep in mind that anytime you see a letter with an exponent like this, or just a letter by itself, there is an understood 1 here. We don't always place a 1 there, but we know there is a 1. So if I add one of these plus 3 over here, 1 plus 3 is equal to 4. So this is 4y cubed. Kind of like if I said 1 apple plus 3 apples equals 4 apples. The rule that you need to remember is that you do not combine anything unless they are like terms, okay? So example, if I had y plus 3y cubed, I cannot combine y plus 3y cubed. This is in its simplest form. I can only combine the terms that are the same. So if I'm adding, okay, that's when I'm adding. See the plus sign here? I can only combine like terms when I'm adding. So think about that. If you have a list of terms, you do not want to combine them unless they have the same term. Okay? So I'm going to do an example here. 2 times b times b times b. Okay, can I combine this? This is all multiplication. So here I have 2 times b to the third power, or 2 times b cubed. And that is now simplified. Okay, if I had 2b cubed plus 3b cubed, I can add and get 5b cubed. But if I'm multiplying 2b cubed times b, I can actually combine those because I'm multiplying. So I have 2b cubed times b. So I would add one more to this 3, so I get 2b to the 4th. So 2b to the 4th power. So when you are multiplying, you can combine, because this means 2 times b times b times b times another b, which is equal to 2b to the 4th. But when I'm adding, I can only add if my terms are exactly the same. So keep that in mind when you're doing your work. So if I have 2b or 12b plus 9b. All I have to do is add the coefficients. So 12 plus 9 is 21, and don't forget the b. So there you go. That was pretty easy. But if I had 12x plus 3b, I can't combine those. 12x plus 3b, I can't combine anything there. Okay, if I had 12x times 3 times b, like this, there's no plus or minus. So I can combine like term, or I can just multiply everything out. So 12 times 3 is 36 times b times x. Usually if you have more than one letter, you want to put those letters in alphabetical order. Instead of putting XB, you put BX. But if you have them out of order, it's not necessarily wrong. I would not count that wrong on a math page. But that's the general rule, to put the letters in alphabetical order. Now, when you are subtracting, the rule is the same. You can only subtract if you have like terms. For example, if I had 23 mn minus 17 mn, okay, it's 23 minus 17, which would be 6, and it would be mn. You keep your term on there. You don't say mn minus mn is 0. You just work with the coefficients, and then you tack on your variables. Okay? And the variables can be any letter. Sometimes when you have formulas, for example, rate equals distance times time, we might use R for rate, D for distance, and T for time. But when you're doing general algebra, any letter is okay. You know, you could, if you changed an A to an X, it doesn't really change the answer, okay? It's just, the letter really doesn't matter. It's just taking the place of a number that you don't know at this time until you solve the problem. So I hope this is a great introduction, and stay tuned for video 3 for algebra.